these are the 5 altcoins that I think have got a great chance to see some big gains in the month of June. So in this video, I'm going to tell you what those 5 coins are and why I am excited about these particular altcoins. My name's Lark. Every day I make videos talking about cryptocurrency investing, so if that is a topic that you would like to learn some more about, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, gently tap on the thumbs up button, and of course click on the notification bell to know when I put out a new video. So let's go ahead and get on into this. And obviously we just have to do a quick disclaimer before we dive into the 5 coin picks for June. This is not a substitute for doing your own research on any given coin. You still need to go out and put in the work before you run out and invest your own money into any of these coins. None of these coins have paid me to talk about them, just some free information for you to enjoy. And yes, I am invested in some, but not all of these coins. With that being said, let's go ahead and dive into it. The first coin is, of course, Polygon. Holy cow, Polygon has just been roaring, absolutely roaring over the last few months. I remember when we first started talking about it here on the channel, it was like 4 cents. And now look at it. What the heck has happened to Polygon? Absolutely crazy. It's been, up over $1 for a long time now, at $1.90 currently. But I think that the gains train for Polygon has not finished. Now, to be clear, the gains train for Polygon from here moving forward is a lot less opportunity versus, buying it at 4 cents or 10 cents or 30 cents over the past few months. Right now, you're looking at a situation where we could still see it get up to like $10 per Matic token, which is obviously great gains potential, but not as awesome as buying it at 4 cents. But still, I think that Polygon is far from finished when it comes to gaining. There's just so much happening on the Polygon network. The user statistics for Polygon going off the freaking charts, as Miss Natoshi over here on Twitter points out. She said, another friendly reminder that Polygon just flipped Binance Smart Chain in the amount of daily transactions. That is incredible stuff right here. What we're seeing is all of the major DeFi applications coming over to Polygon. Now, Binance Smart Chain, it's largely its own ecosystem that's up and coming. They're building a lot of their own stuff, and there's a lot of their native applications being built over here on Polygon as well. But just think about that. Right now we're seeing more transactions on Polygon than on Binance Chain, and yet Binance Chain is worth 5 or 6 times as much as Polygon right now in terms of market cap. So I feel like there is a gap there that is going to be closed over time. We are also seeing some big partnerships coming through for Polygon. They said, we are extremely thrilled to share that we have completed integration of Polygon data sets into Google Cloud's BigQuery. That is big news. That means that you can now query Polygon's different data sets. You can also run analytics, get insights using Google's BigQuery platform. That is an awesome integration for Polygon, and again, just speaks to the high level of seriousness of what Polygon is bringing to the crypto ecosystem and to Ethereum layer 2 scaling. Absolutely awesome stuff. We also have some major DeFi applications which have recently announced their integrations with Polygon, joining a long list of projects that have now integrated with Polygon. So the first one is 0x. So they have released a version of their decentralized exchange liquidity aggregator API on Polygon. So that's really cool to see. We've also seen Ren bringing Bitcoin via the Ren Bitcoin's Ren bridge over to the Polygon network. So that's really awesome as well. It means we're going to have Ren Bitcoin now running on the Polygon network. It's obviously super important to have wrapped Bitcoin assets in any network because Bitcoin is still like the most popular asset out there. So you got to have those Bitcoin pairs available. Ren is bringing that to the Polygon network. So yes, I remain very bullish on Polygon, but just keep in mind that if you are running out and buying Polygon today, preferably try to buy it on major dips, and just keep in mind your expectations for how high the price can go now that it does have such a big market cap compared to where it was a few months ago. By the way, if you want to keep up to date with everything happening in the crypto markets beyond what we talk about here on the videos, you have to check out Wealth Mastery. It is a weekly investor report that my team and I create. Every single issue, you get a deep dive altcoin report, trending coin analysis, an interview with an industry leader, the latest airdrops, the latest token sales, a step-by-step DeFi tutorial, and much, much more. All of that for less than $10 a week, meaning this is the most value-packed, at the same time, the most affordable investor report in the market. Click on the link down below me here where you can learn more about becoming a member today. Now let's move on to the second coin to keep an eye on for the month of June, and that is Theta Network, up 21% today, rebounding strongly from the massive dip that we had. But that is not the end of the story for Theta. No, far from it. We've got some very big catalysts coming up for the Theta Network in the month of June. The first one is the Theta Drop Marketplace coming in June at some point. We don't have an exact release date for that yet. Basically, they just said, stay tuned for more details. Now, the Theta Drop Marketplace, that is an NFT marketplace coming to the Theta network. This will, of course, be able to integrate with Theta's existing products to allow people to start bringing in NFTs to their different viewing experiences and things like this. So this is really cool. And if you think that NFTs are somehow magically dead, no, that is not the case. Yes, there was a big NFT bubble. That bubble popped in terms of seeing the valuations of NFTs and the NFT coins actually coming down. But that doesn't mean that NFTs are dead and that NFTs aren't going to make a roaring comeback, or that the NFT technology is somehow magically irrelevant all of a sudden. NFTs are a massive advancement in digital ownership of collectibles and all these different things. So Theta bringing in a marketplace for NFTs is big news and potentially a big price catalyst for the Theta asset. Also coming in June for Theta, we are going to see T-Fuel staking. So as they say in their announcement here, Theta Mainnet 3.0 and launch of Elite Edge nodes and T-Fuel staking are now 30 days away. That was mentioned on June 1st. So by the end of the month, we are going to see this happening. So we're going to see a new Edge node coming through. But particularly, I think a lot of people are going to get very excited about T-Fuel staking going live on June 30th. Now, you could also potentially play the T-Fuel asset in terms of making a trade, a short-term position based off of this news event. The main Theta asset will likely also pick up based off of what is happening here. So this is pretty gosh darn cool. I love seeing projects continuing to deliver, and I think Theta Network is one of those coins that has consistently delivered over time on what they say they're going to deliver on. Look, as with tech, sometimes those delivery dates do get moved back, but we are now at a position where we're going to see T-Fuel staking coming on June 30th. So there's a lot happening for Theta in June that the market will likely be paying attention to. The next coin is Cardano. Now, Cardano, obviously a massive beast of a cryptocurrency, $54 billion market cap. So don't expect this to do a 10x or anything like that over the next month. But I think that we are going to see a lot of anticipation building up for Cardano over the coming few months, actually. And why is that the case? Well, smart contracts are now live on the testnet for Cardano. That is really, really big news because we have been waiting years for smart contracts. Come on, it's been crazy. I remember I bought my first Cardano in like November 2017. 4 years later, we're going to get smart contracts. Better late than never, I got to say. But you have to keep it real that the introduction of smart contracts onto Cardano, that's going to be a big catalyst for this blockchain. I think in the run-up to the launch of those smart contracts, you're going to see the price continuing to rally as people get more and more excited about the launch of really Cardano's full ecosystem finally coming into play. And right now we're starting to see different tokens being launched for Cardano. We're starting to see that ecosystem actually building out. Like we have the likes of like Ocam, which is launching a decentralized exchange. We have DeFi, which is launched by the guys from Changelly. That's doing aggregation of liquidity across the ecosystem. And so much more happening on Cardano right now. All these projects are getting ready to launch, which is very, very exciting to see. So the smart contract testnet, I know it's just a testnet, but it's a very, very important step towards actually seeing the launch of smart contracts on the mainnet. Now, if everything goes according to plan, fingers crossed, right? You never know with tech, but everything goes according to plan, we could be seeing smart contracts on the mainnet in like August. That's very, very exciting. So I think that we will see the main Cardano asset continue to rally in anticipation of smart contracts coming on the mainnet, and that if you're looking forward to try to make that play, getting in before the main hype has built around that is when you want to start looking at this. So even though this is a catalyst that is a little bit farther out, it's potentially time to start looking at Cardano now in terms of if you want to make that play or not. I think we will, of course, Cardano has been going crazy anyway over the last month, but I think we're going to continue to see that hype building as we get closer and closer to the test net, to the main net of smart contracts. So do keep that in mind. Now, the final two cryptocurrencies that I want to discuss with you are actually upcoming token sales that are launching very soon. Now, just a quick word before we do dive into what these projects are. The first is that I am investing in both of these coins. The second is that you need to try to get in to these sales in order to get the maximum returns. So you need to actually participate in the token sale. Now, if you do miss out on the token sale, then here's how you need to play it. Be very, very careful FOMOing into these coins on the first day. If you like these coins, if you think they're strong, if you think they're going to do well in the future, write them down, keep an eye on them, watch for the price to come down to a level where you're happy to buy in at. Because what a lot of people do with new listings is they just FOMO in. They buy the tops on listing day when things are going totally crazy, and then inevitably 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, the hype kind of cools off a little bit and you're able to get a better entry on these coins. And you may be holding those bags, which are underwater, for quite some time before you see the main nets launching and stuff like this and the price starting to recover again. So just keep that in mind if you are buying on Uniswap after these coins list. That is something for you to not get wrecked by jumping into these coins. So just keep that in mind. Token sales, you need to get in during the token sale, and if not, you have to play with a bit of caution afterwards. Now, all that being said, the first coin I want to talk about is Vega. Now, Vega is a protocol for creating and for trading derivatives. Now, derivatives markets are massive. You can also trade with margins, so you're going to be able to trade margined financial products on their decentralized network. Now, decentralized derivatives, it's an incredibly big market. The derivatives market in the traditional stock world is worth trillions, absolutely trillions of dollars. So the market potential here for products like Vega is absolutely massive. I am of the belief that we're going to see the entire financial system over time basically moving onto the blockchain. We've already seen a lot of banks, for example, putting bonds on the blockchain. How long until we start seeing these big financial institutions doing derivatives on the blockchain and all kinds of other products on the blockchain? All this stuff is coming. And so something like Vega Protocol is then able to be there early to start innovating and launching these products that people want. We know that margin trading is ridiculously popular. We know that derivatives products are ridiculously popular in the market. Now, there's a few other platforms that are working in this space, but this one is definitely one to keep an eye on because you have to look at who is behind Vega, and then you'll understand why I'm excited about this one. We have Pantera Capital, which is nice. We have Hash. Those guys are big VCs in the crypto space. And there's these little guys, you might have heard of them, Coinbase Ventures. That is a big one. Coinbase doesn't throw their money into any old cryptocurrency fundraiser. This is a big sign of approval for Vega that what they're doing is a very serious product. We also have quite a few other notable names here. We have Loy Liu of Kyber Network. We have Stany Kulachov. He's the founder of Aave. We have 3 Commas Capital. They're a massive bot trading company. So we have some really big backers that have come in here to support Vega protocol. So that is very exciting. Now, currently, you can actually create and trade markets on the Vega testnet. So that is already live. So for those who want to actually play around with Vega, experience with the technology, experiment with it, play around with it a little bit, you can actually go and do that now. So you can create those permissionless, professional, margined futures markets. That is really, really cool. So if you want to play around with that, if you are into testing things out, then go and play around with that. Check it out. And remember, of course, that the token sale is coming really soon. But what I really like here is that the testnet is already live. See, there's a lot of token sales which have been coming out recently that are kind of white paper and a dream token sales. Now, it's a lot less than happened back in 2017, but the fact that Vega's already got a live testnet, that says a lot about where they are in terms of their product development. And of course, that would make us believe that a mainnet will not be that far out. So really exciting to see that actually coming forward here with their testnet that you can go and play around with right now. And if you do want to get involved in the token sale, which is of course usually the best place to buy the tokens for the maximum possible financial gain, then you need to go and check it out. It's happening over on CoinList from tomorrow, so it starts on the 2nd of June. So go ahead and check that out if Vega protocol tickles your fancy. And the final coin I want to talk about with you today is Formation.fi. So Formation is bringing about the end of yield chasing. They say, welcome to cross-chain risk parity smart farming 2.0. So farming, in case you're not familiar with it, is something that's very, very popular in the cryptocurrency markets where you, for example, put your stable coins into a protocol and they're going to pay you out in their governance token or whatever it might be. So you're farming those assets by putting your money into the protocol, by providing liquidity, usually in the market. So you might be getting also some trading fees plus those farming rewards. Now the trick here is that those yields are constantly changing and new farms are popping up all over the place, and you have to continually be monitoring the situation and moving around from place to place. We see, for example, that Wiren Finance has done very well in terms of being a yield farming service that allows you to just put your dollars in, so USDC stable coins, and they go out and find good yield for you and then pay you out by having put money in their vaults. But there's a few issues there that can, of course, be built upon to make it even better. One of those is going into the cross-chain world. So that's where we see Formation coming in, and they're actually looking at doing a lot of different blockchains. So you can see here, it'll be as easy as saying, click here to make money. You get access to all these different applications on all of these different chains. So Polygon and Ethereum and BINANCE Smart Chain and Polkadot. So they're keeping it really, really easy for you. So you can see different allocations as well. For example, the Raging Bull Alpha allocation. So this would be 50% in Ethereum-based applications, 30% in Binance Smart Chain, and 20% in the Huobi Eco Chain as an example, right? That's just an example for you, but that gives you an idea of what this is actually going to look like. This is cross-chain DeFi. So you're going to put your money into one place, which is their platform, and then they're going to spread it out across all of these different places, getting that sweet, sweet yield, earning you probably some really good returns. And of course, they're also modifying everything here based on risk, which I think is really important because a lot of these protocols can be quite risky. So you can know when you're going in, hey, is this a high risk situation I'm getting myself into? So you can see down here, again, this is only an example, but you can see here, we have a lower APY, but a much, much lower risk situation. So you can sit there and decide, well, do I want to chase the bigger gains and the bigger risk, or do I want to keep it as a safe play, even though I'm going to be making a bit less money? So that kind of then comes down to you and what you want to do with your assets. So that I think is really, really cool. The introduction of risk factors is absolutely important. As they mention here, traditional yield farming 1.0 is basically chasing the yield, but without the attention to risk. Whereas smart yield farming 2.0 is taking those opportunities, but paying strong attention to risk and letting you know what those risk factors are. If you want to take the risks, take the risks. But I think a lot of people getting into a lot of these different yield farms have no idea what the risk factors might be. So if you want to take big risks, take big risks. But if you want to keep it low risk, that should be your option as well. And those should be very clearly stated for you what kind of risks you're actually taking when you're getting into any of these different protocols. We also have some big backers coming in here, the founders of Bancor, the founders of Synthetics, Spark Capital, Kinetic, lots of big names coming in to back formation here, working again across multiple blockchains. In fact, they have a pre-IDO cross-chain double rewards liquidity program that has been going on specifically for Matic holders. So that is a Polygon exclusive partnership that they're offering there, which was pretty cool. And the token sale is going to be happening on DAOmaker. Now, DAOmaker has been absolutely bringing the fire in terms of bringing out really, really good token sales. I think that this is going to be another one of those very high quality token sales that we do see coming out. So their IDO, their token sale, is going to be on DAOmaker. Now, we don't have the exact dates for it yet. We don't know when the whitelist is opening up, but the fact that they're making this announcement now means that the whitelist is probably opening up pretty gosh darn soon. So if you want to know when that happens, you have to go and follow them on Twitter. Keep up to date with what is happening in order to take advantage of that opportunity. Anyway, those are just the 5 coins that I am watching for the month of June. Your question for today: what coin did I not talk about that absolutely should have been on my top 5 list? Let me know down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.